Hello, snakes. My name is Dante, and today it's Podcast Tuesday once again. But since I'm in Uzbekistan and I have bad internet there, then I will be doing a recorded podcast. And yeah, it's 9 p.m. here, and yeah, it's actually very interesting. So this time, these are 10 cards I would like to see in Modern Horizons 2. Some of them are reprints, whilst some of them are my own designs. So you should definitely check them out. This is actually cool. So let's just start off with the combo of the week. It's been a long time since I have combos. So we could call it combo of the month, but it's gonna go back to, yeah, I think it's combo of the month because after that, after the Uzbekistan trip, it's gonna go back to tournaments. So I don't know. So yeah. We got the combo of the week. This was captured in one of my Commander games. So the guy right next to me, to the left, he actually had an infinite combo, which actually seemed quite unique. The very bright card, if you can't notice it, this is an Orvar, which what it does is basically it's a changeling, and whenever you cast a spell that targets one or more permanents you control, copy one of those. And then when you discard it from your hand through the effect of an opponent, you can copy a permanent. So, yeah, he has 4 lands out. But I mean, he can do the combo of 4 lands only. Because Sapphire Medallion. I mean, with 5 lands, it's easier to do it with 5 lands if you don't have the Sapphire Medallion and stuff like that. So, yeah, you can replace the Sapphire Medallion with a 5th land. So, yeah, he actually copied one of his islands. So, yeah, that's the MTG card that's split between the 2 islands. So, the combo is he has Peregrine Drake that untaps his 5 lands. He casts it. Oh, yeah, he casts it. So, then he casts that it's a 1 mana card that has buyback for free mana, which means you can pay the extra free mana to put it back into your hand after you cast it. Tap artifact, creature, or land. Either you use the Sapphire Medallion, so there's only free mana to spell, or if you have 5 lands, you can cast it for 4 mana. So you do it, you tap the Peregrine Drake, that causes Orvar to copy the Peregrine Drake, untaps your lands, and you pay the buyback cost. So you do this, so you get infinite tapped Peregrine Drakes and infinite mana. So this is actually an interesting yet complicated combo. It's actually like a 3-card combo with Orvar, Peregrine Drake, and that thing. I can't see the name of it, but yeah. Then you could use 4 lands in Sapphire Medallion or 5 lands. So yeah, he used the 4 lands variant, and he just does the same with Coveted Jewel. So then he just draws his own library and he beats us with it. So yeah, this was actually a very cool combo I found in my Commander game. So I decided to feature it in the podcast as a combo of the week. So yeah, let's go on with the number 10. And we got Swordsmen of Plowshares. Or, well, actually, the name, I don't know. This is a placeholder name. It could be a different name when they make it. 1 mana, 1/1 core soldier with visions, and whenever this creature attacks, you may exile target creature. If you do, its controller gains life equal to its power. So it's basically Swords to Plowshares on a stick. But the thing is, it's actually worse because you have to do it when it attacks, and then the opponent's probably gonna block it, and yeah. But this is actually an interesting concept for a card. Like, if they're not reprinting Swords Plowshares, which was one of my main cards in the wish list for like 2 years ago, then they're gonna print a card similar to Swords Plowshares. How they did with Cabal Therapy and Therapist. Like, instead of reprinting Cabal Therapy, they made Cabal Therapist, which apparently it's actually worse because yeah, it's you need to pay mana for it. Like the decks I use Cabal Therapy, you actually mill it, then you sacrifice it. Like it only matters if you do it once. Like so, Cabal Therapist was essentially useless. But yeah, this is a number 10. Is a card based on Cabal Therapist, but for Swords Plowshares. So got it, Swordsmen of Plowshares. Let's go to the number 9. Simple 9, and it is Shardless Agent. 3 mana 2/2 artifact creature human rogue with Cascade. Believe it or not, this is actually the only Cascade card, or one of the few Cascade cards, to not be in Modern. Because most of the Cascade cards were printed in the Alara block, whilst some Cascade spells were printed in Modern Horizons. But this one, some of them were printed in Plane Chase, so this one's not Modern legal. And since Modern Horizons is gonna have lots of Cascade in there, then they could reprint since Modern Horizons has lots of Cascade cards in there, Modern Horizons 2 could reprint Shardless Agent. Because it's gonna be like Modern Horizons 1. Yeah. This is a very good card. And yeah, I like it. And it's also free mana there, so you could base your deck around like 1 2-mana spell / 1 mana spell, so you instantly cast it. But I don't know. Shardless Agent, I mean, there's other free mana Cascade spells, but this is actually a good one because it's also a 2/2 creature. I remember it was reprinted in Eternal Masters, and it went from uncommon to rare. So yeah, this is actually very good. And yeah, I'd like to see this in the upcoming set for Modern Horizons 2. Let's go to the Golden 8. And it is Sanctum Prelate. 3 mana 2/2 human cleric with as it enters battlefield, choose a number. Non-creature spells with converted mana cost equal to the chosen number can't be cast. This could be a potential replacement for Meddling Mage or other cards similar, or replace it with Chalice. I mean, it's 1 mana more, but rather than having to do it on 1, it's a creature and you can do it on any color. Not any color, any number, but it's only for non-creature spells. It hits burn very strongly as well. So yeah, you could do it against Tron. Name the number 7. They won't be able to cast Karn. So yeah, and Sanctum Prelate, you could do it to stop many kinds of deck. Oh, do it against Infect or Burn. Just name 1 or 2, and they're done for. Well, for Infect, only number 1, because that's the mana cost of the pump spells. But against Burn, 1 or 2 is fine. Don't do 3, because there's only 5 cards in the Burn deck that are free mana, which are the Rift Bolts and Skewers. So yeah. This is a very interesting card. It's actually from Conspiracy 2. And yeah, it's a very good one. I think I have it. So this is actually good. So they print this, and reprint this into Modern Horizons. This will be a played card. Let's go to the number 7, and it is the simple number 7 card, Magus of the Drain. 1 mana 1/2 Vidalcan Wizard. Yeah, that's actually my own design. So yeah, 2 mana and tap. Sacrifice this creature to counter target spell. Add an amount of colorless mana equal to its mana value at the beginning of the next pre-combat main phase. So this is actually a creature that uses the mana drain. So it's based on mana drain, but since mana drain and counterspell are both 2 very powerful cards for modern, like they've been banned in Legacy as well, then instead of reprinting them in there, actually print a card that uses that card. Like a new Magus would be fine. Magus of the Drain. This is actually very good. And I mean, but the opponent's going to be scared about casting the spells if you have the 2 mana open and this, because then you could counter it. Yeah. And this could be played in control decks, but I don't know. It seems interesting. If not, it's a 1 mana 1/2. So it's actually a good stats in there. Let's go to number 6. And it is the Grove of the Burn Willows cycle on enemy colors. Some people were saying, hey, complete the Horizon land cycle or the Canopy land cycle. Like, no! You're gonna print 4 lands in a set just to complete the cycle? Because yeah, they can't reprint the Horizon Canopy because it's already in Modern. So yeah, let's actually so this is actually I want them to make a Grove of the Burn Willows cycle in Modern Horizons, but I think it's gonna be hard for Wizards to print a new land cycle in Modern Horizons, considering they've already confirmed we're getting Mirage fetch lands in that set. I mean, why not have 2 land cycles? It's only allied colors that are getting Mirage fetches. So yeah, they could print enemy Mirage fetch lands as well in the same set. But I mean, why can't there be 2 land cycles? Like, I think the Mirage fetch lands land cycle will be uncommon, but the Burn Willows land cycle is gonna be a rare one. So yeah. So this is actually cool. And yeah, I would like to see Grove of the Burn Willows land cycle in there. But yeah, this would be rare considering we have another land cycle already in the set. So yeah, I hope it happens. Let's just go into the number 5, and it is Attack Grid. 2 mana artifact, each spell costs 3 less to cast during their controller's turns. This might be way too powerful. Yeah, but it hits both players, so both players can actually use it. It's actually the opposite of Defense Grid, which makes each spell cost 3 more to cast if it's not during their controller's turn. So, Attack Grid. That's actually... I mean, all the Affinity decks and maybe Tron decks will be playing this because, yeah, just play Attack Grid, play all your artifacts in your hand. But yeah, the opponent can also take advantage of attack grid. Yeah, if you stack 2 attack grids, you actually get 6 mana less. So that could also be played in Tron decks. Like they play the WarSpark again in a Eldrazi Tron, which reduces the cost by 2. So I mean, attack grid. You have this. There you go. 1 mana Fortnot Seer or 2 mana. It would be hard to see this, but maybe they should do it cost 3 less to cast outside their turns. This could be a balancing method to the card. Not how I did it, but this might be way too powerful for them to print in Modern Horizons. I think sooner or later I'll try and playtest those cards I made in the list and see if they're too good or not too good for Modern. So attack grid number 5, that would be an interesting mechanic. Let's go to the number 4, and it is Flood Moon. It is a 3-mana enchantment, non-basic lands or islands. Yeah, that's actually, it's a blue version of Blood Moon. So, and I mean, this wasn't really designed by me. I saw this flying around the internet and stuff like that. Many card designs for Flood Moon or Blue Moon, which was literally a blue version of Blood Moon. So, yeah, I just had to put this in there. So, yeah. And Flood Moon, that is the number 4 there. I mean, this is actually a very cool one. It seems very interesting if they make a blue Blood Moon. It could actually shut down Burn and stuff. I don't know. I think control decks might be using Flood Moon in there, because it's gonna shut down the other decks. I think might be more devastating than Blood Moon, because it sends it to blue instead of red. So yeah, this is actually interesting if they make something like that. So let's just go into the golden tree, and it is yeah, remember to have inventory, and we've got Sword of Time and Death. It is a 3-mana artifact equipment with equip 2, equip creature gets +2/+2 and protection from blue and black. So yeah, apparently we haven't completed a swords cycle. So they should make more swords in this set like they did in the last Modern Horizons set. They had Sinew and Steel and Truth and Justice. So Time and Death, that would be a good one. And when it deals combat damage to player, exile that player's graveyard and you draw 2 cards. That would be cool. Sword of Time and Death. You could use in the sideboard against graveyard decks and then hit them with that sword and then exile them. Would be played also in the Stoneforge Mystic decks and stuff. Sword of Time and Death. So yeah, this is actually an interesting card. So yeah, this is Sword of Time and Death. Very cool card. Let's just go into the number 2. And it is Abjure. 1 mana instant and sacrifice a blue permanent to counterspell. This is actually a good pauper card. Believe it or not, it's not in the reserve list, even though it's being printed once which is in Weatherlight. But this is a good one. It's a 1 mana counterspell that only requires you to sacrifice a blue spell and a blue permanent. And that's probably not really a big problem if you have other stuff like, for example, you could play this with Hatching Plants. So then you could sacrifice the Hatching Plants and then you draw 3 cards. also people won't expect a 1-mana counterspell. They'd usually expect something like, I don't know. Oh yeah, an Spell Pierce or Stubborn Denial. And yeah, Jur is actually a good one because it counters anything, even creatures. So players would go like, hey, I cast a creature. He has 1 mana open. Oh, Abjure. Sacrifice some random blue permanent and counter it. Oh. This would be very frustrating if that would happen. Yeah. Abjure, that's the number 2 card in this podcast. And I want this reprinted. Let's just go in to the number 1. And I'm sure you Tron players would like it. And it is Urza's Master Creation. 7 mana, Stitz, legendary artifact creature, golem, trample. Whenever this creature enters battlefield or attacks, choose 3 lands you control. If they can tap to a total of exactly 7 mana, you gain 7 life, draw a card, and untap those lands. So this would be a good card for Tron, and especially it's the theme is Tron. It actually benefits from the Tron lands and stuff. If you have 3 lands that can tap for exactly 7 mana, that usually will be the Tron lands. It would rarely be other lands, like if you have Lotus Field and Karoo and Golgari Rot Farm, that also adds to 7 mana, but nah, it's advised you do Tron lands with this card. Especially, this is for Tron, in fact. And I mean, you could, and it's actually, like, it would break the modern format, maybe, for Tron and stuff like that. Like, you could replace Wormcoil Engine and put the Master Creation in there. Because, yeah, it has trample. I mean, it gains 1 less life and it costs 1 mana more, but you draw a card with it. And you get to untap the lands. Like, you can cast more spells with it. So, but it's legendary. That's one thing I put in it. But, commander players could use this as a colorless commander, but no, it's not really good as a commander. So, yeah. I mean, this is the number 1. This is cool. And yeah. And this is the wish list. So, congratulations. You've reached the end of the podcast. So why don't you like and subscribe if you haven't already? Follow my Twitch channel, share with friends. Stay tuned to my next video streams and podcasts. The next podcast is going to be the anniversary special. And they're going to be live at 6 p.m. CET. So stay tuned to them. Watch my other videos too. And yeah, they're going to go live. This one was a recorded podcast since I'm in Uzbekistan. And I mean, this will be the anniversary podcast, which apparently will land on a tournament day. So, let's see how it plays out. I don't know. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And bye.